We're going to learn our 1, 2, 3 animals, animals. Come along and sing with me. Count on your animal friends.
When your hammer is a ham, when your project's in a jam, arf, ask Ruff first, ask Ruff first. Hi! Our question today is from Talia and Caleb, who ask,
Hi, Ruff, and welcome to Ruff Pucks.
thanks for having me.
Today we made a golf course made out of materials we found from the house.
Our problem is the tower that we made out of boxes. Whenever there's a gust of wind, it blows over.
Yep, that is a gust, all right. I only go out when there's a light breeze.
The course is great, but we just want to finish a round of golf.
Do you have any ideas how to keep our tower from blowing over?
Well, Talia and Caleb, your problem reminds me of my great-great-grand-uncle, the famous French canine architect, Raffois. Back in 1889, he was hired to build a tower for the World's Fair in Paris.
Ah, a lightweight tower made of cardboard walls and those tubes you find in rolls of paper towels. It is revolutionary.
But right after it was constructed, a breeze sent the whole tower tumbling away. That is not how you say awesome. Chez toi, blossom.
We must redesign the tower tout de suite.
Raffois thought there was something wrong with the cardboard, so they tried building a tower with aluminum foil walls. It flew away.
Ah, le wind, it blows my tower.
Aha!
And one more with walls made from Raffois' collection of pajamas and long underwear. And that also flew away.
That was all my pajamas.
Now I must sleep in my pants.
And I have no tower.
But Raffois' assistant, Blossom, had an idea.
Ah, what is this, you say?
Blossom figured out that when the wind blew, it pushed on the walls of Raffois' towers. That's why they kept falling over. And she came up with a daring idea to fix the problem. Cut holes in the towers. That way there would be less wall for the wind to push against. Now we know where Blossom gets her brains from. Blossom built a couple of small models to test her idea. The wind blew just as hard against each tower, but the model with holes didn't have as much wall for the wind to push against, so the wind couldn't push it over.
Blossom, chez toi, we must do a test at full scale. Bring me the fan gigantique.
So they built a tower just like their first one, only with holes in the walls. And who'd have guessed? Putting holes in it actually made it more stable in the wind.
And now we build this in Paris.
But on arriving back in Paris, apparently some guy named Eiffel stole Blossom's idea and made his own tower. And the only thing Raffois is known for today is the pajama and long underwear doghouse. Not a hit, though I like it.
That could work for ours too. Let's go try it out.
Ah, now they're cutting holes in the tower. All right, now let's test the tower with holes against the tower without holes.
It's slightly moving. One without holes is slightly moving, and so is the one with holes. They're both kind of moving at the same rate. We're gonna move a little forward.
Up, they both seem to be teetering. Oh.
The one without holes fell down! It's actually working. The wind is passing through the holes instead of pushing against the wall, so it stays up.
Hail science.
Hey, Ruff, we took your advice and cut holes in the tower so the wind can pass through.
The wind can't push on the tower as hard, and the tower's not blowing over anymore.
Yeah!
Nice putt.
Thanks.
Bye, Ruff.
No problem, guys. Anytime. Happy golfing. Because on ARF, there's always something new to learn. Like, some mice can grow mustaches. Looking good there, Chet.
A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 animals. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 friends. And the very next number after 6 is 7. 7 tails. once there was a lemur. Louis was his name. He said, I'm so unhappy, 'cause our tails all look the same. I'd like to try some others, this tail just isn't me. Then he heard a mysterious voice that said, you can choose from 7 tails, so make a wish and see.
7!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tails. So Louis closed his eyes and he wished to have the most enormous tail. And suddenly he found he was a whale. He quite enjoyed the splashing and the diving too, but wondered what another wish would do.
7!
He said, I like the swimming, but perhaps not quite so big. So how about a beaver? They build dams with a twig. But working like a beaver is not to everyone's taste. So Louis said,
I'm tired.
that's a wish I'll have to waste. So he closed his eyes again and said, I think we'd better look towards the east, to make my tail more beautiful at least. So he turned into a peacock and thought, my oh my, it must be heavy when you try to fly. No thanks.
7!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tails. He said, let's try a lizard, one that's big and rare. But this Komodo dragon was more than he could bear. What about a rattlesnake, the ones with noisy tails? He didn't like that either. He said, I'd rather not have scales. He wished to do a handstand like a skunk, but didn't realize quite how they stunk. They used that smell to chase away an enemy. So Louis said, that's not for me. He said, I've seen how lots of others live, and I know that we all have a lot to give. So I'll just stop my wishing and be glad I'm me. Then my song of 7 tails ends happily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tails.
The